Okay, here we go. World of Tanks, and yeah, I was having a bad day. Take a look at the chat right there. But as you can see here, I'm driving my T34. It's the American Tier 8 Heavy Premium tank, and as you can also see, it is not back in black. I am not paying, I forget how many dollars for just, well, a reskin. XVM does like our chances in this match, but like I said, I've been having a bad day, and I'm trying to figure out how to make some things happen, and I'm just not having too much luck. So I decide, you know what, this isn't really the best choice of directions to go at the beginning of the match, but you know what, I'm going to follow that T20 north and see what happens along the east side of the map, because there are some good places for the T34 to get hauled down, use the gun, and they would have to dig us out. But yeah, you can see me spinning my camera angle around here. There's a lemming train going west. And as soon as I saw that, I was thinking, this is not going to be that good. And then I actually get tapped in chat saying, hey, follow me by one of the other heavies. So I tell the T20, hey, dude, you're on your own. Sorry. Not that he was going to have much help anyway. The T34 is not a good hold corner tank. Not a good hold the area tank. You really need to have backup with it. The rate of fire is just too low. It's got good alpha damage, but it just can't hold a just can't hold anything. Now, in the chat, yeah, there it is. Okay, RHM comes on and tells me that was a dick move that I did, leaving the T20 out there hanging, and I have to disagree for a couple of reasons. And the first one is that yeah, I gave him plenty of warning. I told him that he was gonna be out there on his own. Second one, and I didn't say this in the chat because things were starting to get a little heated on the battlefield, that you know what? He should have been watching the minimap. He should have been seeing just how much backup he was going to have. So, anyway, I come around the corner here, and I'm looking for shots on whatever I can get shots on, and, of course, and the Rivaloris pops up in front of me, and I put a good snapshot into him, and that's something the T34 is not known for doing, is snapshotting. Do have a long reload, so I'm waiting to see if I can get something else lined up here, and don't know where that one went. Shot at the IS, took the hit from the Rivaloris, and take a hit from artillery. Artillery has just been working me over all day today. Even if I was driving this thing in a tier 10 match, and I drove a couple of them, artillery was shooting at me as opposed to the tier 10s. XVM sniping, I don't know. So anyway, I'm waiting here for this Rivaloris to just back out from around that house. He's in good hard cover, but you know what? No, I got to do something else. I can't just sit here passively. Got to make something happen. So I'm looking for a shot on the VK. Not really a good one, but on the other hand, that IS is trying to make a run for it. Put a good hit into him. Take another shot from the artillery. Fortunately, not a direct hit, but still enough. And right now I'm waiting for my tracks to come back up, so I'm just going to back up a little bit, wait for a reload to finish, and that's when I noticed that the CDC over here is, well, he's a one-shot for me, and another hit from the artillery. Just wants to work me over. That's fine. I'm going to get in arty cover and stay as safe as I can. So we have won this corner, primarily because of the lemming train effect. We have just overwhelmed them in this corner. Now, I took a chance running across this opening here because, well, the T-34 is not the fastest tank, but I saw that Carnarvon up there, and I wanted to give my tank destroyer some support. So the Carnarvon put a hit into his back end. Enemy T-34 is up on the hill up there. I don't know why he's up there because, well, that's not a good place for a T-34. Put another shot into the Carnarvon, and right now I need to try to get myself in better shape because he's definitely got my reload beat. He puts a hit into me. I'm down to one-shotable status for him, and it's a question of what's he going to do. he just pulled out too far in front of me. I don't know if he was anticipating beating my reload or what, but there we go. So now I'm looking for more shots, more stuff to shoot at. There's a Super Pershing out there in the distance. Set him on fire. Yeah. And again, the RHM up on the hill, that's a good place for the RHM to be, but I don't know why that T34 was up there. KV-85, poor guy. Long shot into him. And just waiting to see what he's going to do. And if he's going to sit there, I will gladly leave him on 4 health. Yeah, that's the kind of day I've been having. I actually had a shot in a previous match at an M12, 350 hit points, and I rolled 349, and the M12 shotgunned me after that. So, yeah, one of those days. So I'm pretty much hull down where I'm at down here, and I have no intentions of poking out until that Tiger and that Super Pershing are dead. That way, I'm not gonna have to worry about anything. Well, as far as getting shot up. So line up on the Tiger. Gun is just absolutely, totally behaving itself this match, and the Tiger's down. So now only a couple of enemy tanks left, and the T34, the RHM, are up there. And the T34, even though it's not the fastest of tanks, it's not, and it's good very good in a hold down position, makes me wonder why that T34, enemy T34, was sitting up there on top of the hill like that. Not the place for him to be. The gun is usually not particularly accurate. Again, it's a slow reloading gun. It's got very good alpha damage for its tier, a 400 alpha damage, but it just doesn't have the accuracy for a T34 to generally be a sniper. Although, as you just saw, I did a fairly good job of sniping on a few targets. No, the T34 is more of a short to medium range in your face. It's got the turret armor to be able to take down, take some hits and bounce some shots. And well, anyway, I'm going to come around here and I'm going to pick up one last little bit of damage, and that's going to be it for the match. And here's the post-game stats. And say what you want to about the T34, it is a moneymaker. When you get into a match with it, you're going to have a hard time losing money as long as you do a reasonably good job of things. But like I said yesterday, just an absolutely horrible time. But here's what I ended up getting out of this last match. I picked up a Confederate, a high caliber, a tanker sniper, which is not something you normally see from a T34. And again, I don't recommend playing the T34 as a long-range sniper. But that being said, depending on what the game is actually like, pick your battles and take advantage of your tank strengths. So sometimes you do need to sit back at range and just plink and harass the bad guys. This was not one of those battles. So picked up a Fire for Effect, of course, and a Bruiser, and an Ace Tanker badge, which actually kind of surprised me. So let's keep going through and take a look at the team score. 1,349 base experience, and yeah, overall, that really surprised me. Just because of that, almost 5,000 damage, and but it didn't do really much assist damage. I pretty much did that all on my own. Our T-2065 Patriot, he did a pretty good job as well. Not a couple kills, not quite a 1,000 experience. Enemy team, the Borsig, did an excellent job. And again, he played like a Borsig should play. 4,200 damage, half of that from long range. Picked up 4 kills. Did Fire for Effect and a fighter. Just didn't quite have his team there backing him up. That enemy T-34, let's see. Here we go. Enemy T-34, the guy who was sitting up there on the hill. 1,100 damage and blocked a bit of damage from the armor, but he just didn't use his tank as effectively as he probably should have, or probably could have. That pesky little M44, let's see, what did he do? Yeah, I think he he worked me over. But really nothing outstanding on the enemy team except for the Borsig. And sometimes you just have those matches where you're in there and you do the best you can, and it's just not enough. So again, good job there for Wild Blue, but his team just wasn't there to help him out as well as they probably could have. So going to the detailed reports, fired 13 shots, except for that one. Everything hit and penetrated, which again the gun just absolutely behaving itself for a change. Almost 5,000 damage, about a third of that from long range. Only blocked 350 damage from armor. I took hits. Well, I took a lot of took a lot of hits from the artillery. Of course, the Carnarvon worked on me, and I was lucky that the Carnarvon did not kill me. Although by that point, I don't think the match was really in question any longer. But some more better numbers: 140,000 credits earned. And after I paid for the vehicle repair and the ammo resupply, I didn't use any of my consumables. 127,000 credits profit. Received 2,000 experience. That was my ×3 for the day, plus a bonus for the premium vehicle, and that's 6,274 experience going into the coffers, along with those 120,000 credits. So cha-ching! Now you notice I got a premium account here, and that's a different story, and I will talk about that if I get a World of Warships video up here for you. But for now, yeah. So T34, it's still a pretty good tank overall. I think it might have been power creeped a little bit since the day, but yeah, it's a good tank. You get it hull down, you get into the right situation, and you can really tear your opponents up. It's not meant to be a DPM tank. It's meant to be a more in-your-face, brute force, take big chunks of health off your enemies type tank. It is definitely it is definitely meant for that, and it's not really meant to go one-on-one because of its armor weaknesses. This, as you can tell by this particular engagement, but yeah. When it behaves itself, when the gun does what it's supposed to do, when you drive it well, yeah, you can earn some credits with it, earn some money with it, and it might be a long way to the top, but you know what? You can rock and roll in this tank. So with that, I hope you enjoyed the replay, and I will talk to you later. Bye.